Hi everyone, it's me Lucky, and today's video is for anyone who wants to start reading but doesn't know which book to pick up first. In all, I'm going to recommend 10 books, 5 of which are fantasy, which I read and love the most, and the other 5 are each of different genres, so you can pick the book which suits you the most. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first book in this list is Incredia by Sarang Mahajan. In this book, we follow our main character Lewin, who is a normal village boy trying to live a normal village life, or as normal as it gets for him. But one day somebody comes to attack him. He had refused to pay the king's taxes and he thinks these are king's guards who has came to punish him. But this someone is someone really powerful and unknown. And this someone wants to kill Lewin, as Lewin is someone which has a higher destiny than he thinks for himself. And for escaping this unknown threat, Lewin and his sister run from their village and fall into an adventure throughout the land of Incredia. So that's the synopsis of the book. I read this book in the first year in which I started reading and I quite liked it. It has simple language and a really good world. I always like worlds which have something different to them and have their own characters, animals, plants, or anything. Just something different and unique. And if the synopsis seems interesting to you, definitely go for it. This is the book which I recommended to my friend who asked me for a recommendation for his first book, and he loved it and he started reading more. So I really hope you all will like it too. So the second book in this list is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. In this book, we follow our main character Kavod, who with his family is part of a traveling circus who goes from places to places performing, and hence he is mostly on road. But one day something really tragic happens and he loses everything that he loves. From that day, his adventure and story really begin. I'm going to read the synopsis of the book from the back cover itself because I don't think I can put it in better words without spoiling anything from it. I have stolen princesses back from the sleeping barrow kings. I have burned down the town of Trebon. I have spent the night with Palurian and left with both my sanity and my life. I was expelled from the university at a younger age than most people are allowed in. I tread paths by moonlight that others fears to speak of during day. I have talked to gods, loved women, and written songs that make the minstrels weep. My name is Kavod. You may have heard of me. Until recently, before I read The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson, it has been my most favorite book ever for like past 2 years. And it still holds the title of one of my favorite books ever. This book has the most poetic writing style and the most brilliant characters. You just fly through the pages. The size of this book doesn't matter. You will just end up finishing it before you know. So highly recommending it and definitely pick it up. So the third book in this list is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or the entire Harry Potter series. The world of Harry Potter has always been one of my most favorite worlds, and it always will be. I want to live in that world and attend Hogwarts. If you don't really know the plot of the book, we follow our main character Harry, who is living a miserable life with his relatives after his parents' death. Until one day, on his 10th birthday, he gets a letter from Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry telling him that he is a wizard. And his life just changes from that day. We follow Harry through his Hogwarts adventures and fighting the evil Lord Voldemort. So if you want to attend the magical school of Hogwarts with Harry and his friend, definitely pick this book up. You will love the world and love this book. So the fourth book in this list is The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, which is part of the Mistborn series. Brandon Sanderson is my most favorite author ever, and his writing is just amazing. In Mistborn, the Dark Lord has already won and is ruling all over the kingdom. We follow our main character Win, who groups up with this bunch of characters or individuals and forms a team to overthrow this Dark Lord. That's all I'm going to say about the plot of the book. This book has action, it has politics, it has some great scenes of comedy, it has it all. The thing which I love the most about this world is its magic system. The magic system in this world is called allomancy, and it is based upon consuming metals. When you consume different types of metals and burn them in your stomach, You get different types of powers like physical strength, enhanced senses, and a power to push or pull anything, power to manipulate other people's emotions, power to hide your powers, and power to find out if any other person is using allomancy around you. Even if the plot and the magic system seems complex to you, don't worry about it. It is a really fun read and you will fly through it. So definitely pick it up. So the fifth book in this list is Immortals of Meluha by Amish Tripathi. Immortals of Meluha reimagines Lord Shiva as a human who is the leader of a Tibetan immigrant tribe. At the very beginning of the book, Lord Shiva and his tribe are met by this Suryavanshi lord who convinces them to go with him to his kingdom. But after getting to his kingdom, Shiva comes to know about a prophecy about himself. He is supposed to be the one who destroys the evil which is lingering all over the country. So that's the plot of the book. I completed this book in the August of last year when I fell sick and I had nothing to do. I've read it in audiobook format and I just completed the entire book in one day. It is really interesting and immersive and easy to read. So if mythology is something that interests you, this might be the book for you. So the sixth book in this list is Scythe by Neal Shusterman. Scythe takes place in a futuristic utopian world in which everything has been invented, discovered, and known. There is nothing more to discover, and we have even conquered death. So, for preventing overpopulation, humans created this organization named Scythe, whose members' sole responsibility and duty is to kill people. Our main character Rowan and Citra are learning to become Scythes, but neither of them wants to be one. The most amazing thing about this book is its world. It seems so perfect, but when you get more deep into it, you start to know the imperfections about the world, the flaws in the world. The world is totally controlled by a supercomputer which is perfect, and it is the reason that it is called a utopia. And it can't be corrupted. This is such an amazing book that I just want everybody to read it. If you are a fan of sci-fi fiction and reading about utopia, this book is for you. So the seventh book in this list is a romance, and it is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. This is one of the first romances that I read and that I actually loved. This book follows our main character Hazel, who is a 16-year-old girl who is fighting cancer. Her mom forces her to join this cancer support group for kids, and she reluctantly does so. There in the support group, she meets Augustus Waters, who is this lovely and cheerful guy who also is dealing with cancer. They become fast friends and get attracted to each other. But they both know this story won't end at a happy ending. According to me, the best thing about this book is its ending. It couldn't have been better, for me at least. So if you like a romance with a heavy story, definitely check it out. So the eighth book in this list is Animal Farm by George Orwell. In this book, the animals of a particular farm form a rebellion and drive the master of the farm out of it. They take absolute control of the farm and start managing and doing all the stuff by themselves. At the beginning, everything seems to go smooth and fine. But as time passes, things start to go sideways. This book is a historical satire about Russian Revolution, which I, to be honest, don't know much about. Even if you go into the book not knowing the history or not caring about the historical aspect of it, you will quite enjoy it. It is quite an enjoyable book in which all the animals can talk. And at many times, this book will make you laugh and think at the same time. So if talking animals living in their own world without human supervision seems interesting to you, definitely check this book out. So the ninth book in this list is a graphic novel, which is Heartstoppers by Alice Oseman. In this book, we follow two characters, one Charlie and other is Nick. They both attend the same high school. Charlie is an openly gay guy and Nick is a kind and soft-hearted rugby player. They become fast friends, but there just might be more than friendship between them. This book is a male-to-male romance, which is the cutest thing ever. You will just fly through the book. I completed the book in one sitting and it just took me 20 minutes to complete it. It is that good. When you start reading it and when you get invested in the story, you just don't want to come and put it down. If you like really cute romances with some awkward situations which will make you laugh, this book is for you. And as it is a graphic novel, it is very easy to read. So highly recommending it. So the 10th and the final book in this list is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book will teach you how to form habits and stick with it. And it has been life changing for me. I was kind of a person who very enthusiastically formed habits or thought about forming habits, and as the time passed, after a week or two or a month, just leave them. This book has taught me how to be consistent and how to stick with my habits, and I can proudly say that I have become very good at sticking with habits, and it has helped me improve a lot in my life. So, if I can recommend only one non-fiction book, this will be it. It is really easy to read and understand, and I know you will love this book and love the fact that how much it will improve your life. So, if you want to learn how to stick with your habit, this is the book for you. So these are all the books that I will recommend you if you are a beginner. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and comment down below which is the book that you are going to pick up. And if you are not a first time reader, comment down below the book that made you fall in love with reading. And I'll see you next time.